guys! So for today's video I'm going to be doing my, oh my god, what month? My July wrap up and my August TBR. Okay. God, these months are just flying by. Also, at the end of this video I am going to be doing a little spontaneous book haul. I just kind of got a bunch of books at random, so I kind of wanted to share that with you in case I start reading some of them soon. So without further ado, here we go. So I actually, in the month of July, only managed to read 2 books, but in my defense, they were pretty long books. So that's my excuse, basically. Anyways, the first book that I read in the month of July was Eve the Awakening by Jenna Morassi, and this book was amazing. Oh my god. If you haven't bought this yet, buy it. Okay, it's so good. It's, well, a little thing about it is that Jenna is actually a self-published author. This book is only available on Kindle and Amazon, so oh my god, but it's so good. It's so funny, but it's also like super gory and violent, and she writes amazing action scenes, and it's a really, really cool concept also. So yeah, I would highly recommend this. Please go support her. She's a huge inspiration for me on my own self-publishing journey, so definitely check out her book. And the second book and last book that I read in the month of July was finally Outlander by Diana Gabaldon, and I can't wait to do a discussion on this one because I have a lot of things to say about Outlander, because, and let's say that 95% of it is good, so that's good. 5% of it, but we'll get into that on the discussion. But this is absolutely amazing and I love it, and I cannot wait to continue on into the series. And it was so cute, but it was also like suspenseful and heartbreaking, and then more cute, and then more heartbreaking, and then violence, and then cute, and then you're like, it's amazing, beautifully written, super long. This one's about like 850 words, and they only get longer as the series progresses. So segueing into that, I'm not gonna show you every book because that'll take a long time, and you guys know I'm just gonna be continuing on in the Outlander series. The next book is Dragonfly and Amber, and I am currently reading that one right now. And I think I'm gonna do where I read 2 of these, then read one like really short book just to kind of cleanse my palate, if you will, and then go back into it with another 2. So I think I'm gonna do that. But yes, so for hopefully the month of August I will make some more headway in the Outlander series. And without further ado, I want to get into the book haul portion of this video. So I'm super excited about this. The first one that I have to share with you is To Be or Not to Be by Ryan North, and if you've noticed, I have another one of his books that I haven't read yet, but it is Romeo and or Juliet, and basically this is Hamlet, but a choose your own adventure Hamlet. So I'm really excited. It looks super quirky and super fun, and so I feel like if I'm in the mood for like a really lighthearted, fun read, I'm definitely gonna either pick To Be or Not to Be or Romeo and or Juliet. I have to do these soon because I'm kind of in the mood for it. So definitely super excited about this one, and it's a really cool concept, so I hope he writes more. I hope he writes more because I'd want to see other highly appraised things as Choose Your Own Adventure. After that, I have 2 books in a series, and a little backstory for this. I started this series a really, really long time ago, but I actually had the second book before I had the first book, and then when I got the first book they had changed the cover, so my first book is newer than my second book and it just looks off. And then I realized when I went shopping, they changed the covers again, so now the last 2 books in the 4-book series don't match. So now my first book matches nothing, my second book matches nothing, but my third and my fourth book at least match each other. So I'm hoping to go in and get the first and second book again with the newest covers, and then donate my old covers somewhere because it's just driving me a little bit crazy. But anyway, those, it is in the, oh no, what series is this? The Inheritance cycle. So I have Brazinger and big books, Inheritance by Christopher Paolini. I've read Aragon. I read Aragon. I have not read Eldest, which is the second book, but I'm gonna do, in a bit, I'm gonna restart the entire series and like I'm gonna marathon it. So I'm actually really like these covers. Thing is, like, the cover part matches my first book, kinda. It looks right. It looks like it'll fit, but now all these spines match, and now my spines don't match. So, and it looks stupid. Like, these are like the nice like the earth tones, and I'm like, oh yes, and then my first one's just blue, like bright blue, and it just looks horrible. So I'll donate the first two, buy the first two again. That's my plan. After that, I got Written in My Own Heart's Blood by Diana Gabaldon. I don't know if this is another, I don't want to look. I don't know if this is another Outlander book. It was with all the other Outlander books. It looks like it's an Outlander book. And it says, if you look in the front cover of my copy of Outlander, it says Outlander series in chronological order, and this is the last one, so it has to be somehow. So I bought it just in case, but I really like her writing anyway, so I will definitely be reading it regardless if it has anything to do with Outlander. And then finally, well, not finally, but for this little portion of the book haul, I've been hearing a lot about this book on BookTube, and that is The Gentleman's Guide of Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. I don't really know all that much about this. It's definitely a contemporary, but like, it looks super pretty, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. So I really wanted to give it a shot, and I was at the bookstore today, and I was like, you know what, why not? So, ooh, I didn't even see this spine. It's gorgeous. You know, sold even more. So it's about this guy. I think he goes to a bunch of boarding schools to be like the perfect gentleman, but he isn't, and he just kind of like doesn't care. So I don't know. We'll see where that goes. And now on to, I have a classics collection. I haven't read any of them, but I plan to. I do really plan to read all these classic novels eventually. I'm trying to work out a system where I actually can sit down and read a classic instead of all these new books that are coming out. So I have a classic section, and I just expanded on it. So here's my new classics that I got. I finally got The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Most people read this in high school. I did not read this in high school, which is really weird because a lot people in other classes, in other English classes, read it in high school, but I didn't. So I don't know. But I also read other things that other classes didn't read. So, but I bought my own copy. So I am going to read The Great Gatsby. It's gonna happen, and it's like super small. I thought it was gonna be a lot longer, but there's that. And then, oh my god, today I was at Kohl's, and they had for $6 each these beautifully covered classic novels, and they also had a deal, like, not only were they $6 each, but if you bought 3, they were only $10, like $10 for 3 of them. So needless to say, I bought 3, and the covers are absolutely gorgeous. I still have the stickers on them. I actually just went shopping. So first I have The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I love that cover, and oh, there's like flowers all around it. So I got that. I also got Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. Never read anything by Charles Dickens, so here we go. And then the one that actually caught my eye, funny story, had already purchased Written in My Own Heart's Blood and The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. I bought that just today. So I had actually just paid for it, and I was walking out of the store, and they had And like I was literally out into the mall, because the store's in a mall, so I was out in the mall, and for some reason something caught my eye, and I turned back and they had this display of classics, and this is actually the cover that caught my eye, and it was The Odyssey by Homer. Oh my god. Okay, so I love Greek mythology. I love any kind of mythology, actually. And I read the Odyssey in high school, and like, look at this cover. It's absolutely gorgeous. So this caught my eye, and then I was like, oh my god, they have the picture of Dorian Gray. Oh my god, they have Great Expectations. These are all things that were on my list, but I wanted like nice versions of them. So, oh, and they're gonna look so beautiful on my shelf. So yeah, definitely added to my classics today. So, and they're only $10 for 3 classic novels. So, super excited. Yes, okay, so that is really all I have to say in today's video. Little fun announcement. I actually just launched my website, Jordan Roy Books. So go check it out. I'm gonna put a link in the description to my website as well as all my social medias. And there's also a link to my website in my social medias, if that makes sense, on my Twitter and my Instagram for sure. If you go in my description on either of those, there will be a link to my website. So it is a author website. There's a little bit about me. There is a whole page on my current works and the current manuscripts that I'm working on. So I'm super excited about this. It's launched. Go check it out. Please follow me on all my social medias. Okay, so please comment what you thought on this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Tuesday, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!